My name is Mike Galimo, and I serve as director of the Ames Municipal Band, and I'm also director of bands at Iowa State University. Today we're providing some behind-the-scenes information about the Municipal Band, which hopefully will help you enjoy our concerts and to understand a little bit more about who we are and what we do. We have 52 members, and we have kind of a tenure system that once you've played a full season in the band, you're kind of in the band. And we fill in substitute positions with students from Iowa State and the community, and it's an interesting group. We rehearse on Tuesday nights and perform on Thursday nights, and we do that for 9 weeks in a row. We perform every Tuesday and Thursday at Bandshell Park at 8 p.m. And prior to that, we have one rehearsal, 7 to 9 on Tuesday nights. So as you could imagine, the groups become very skilled, the members become very skilled at sight reading and learning how to absorb and perform music very quickly. So it's quite a unique organization. I believe 2026 will be our 100th anniversary, so we're already planning and getting excited about that. We have a bit of a formula for our concerts. We do a 1-hour concert. We always begin with the Star-Spangled Banner at 8 o'clock, and we always conclude our performance with a march by John Philip Sousa. And prior to that, we've done a hymn tune in the past, but the last two years, we've done a piece entitled Prayer for Ukraine that we've closed with. And we played that once, and we had such a strong audience response to that, that we played it again, and then people started standing for it. And now it's become a part of our tradition to perform that kind of a peace selection for Ukraine. The concert that you're watching right now, we always have a vocal soloist. We had Jennifer Rogers with us as a soloist for this concert. We have a couple different versions of the Star-Spangled Banner that we use in different keys. So depending on the vocalist, it could be higher, it could be lower. We have some versions that work well without a vocalist. And we've done that as well. After the Star-Spangled Banner, we opened with 76 trombones from the Music Man. We have several versions of that. And in a few weeks, the last performance in June, which will be our patriotic concert just before the 4th of July, we'll be doing that with a vocalist, Miles Morgan. It will be our patriotic concert. We recognize veterans at that concert, and he'll be doing the long version of that, the selections from the Music Man, which is always a hit, especially being here in Iowa. So I hope you enjoy this behind-the-scenes version of our opening concert for this year, and very proud to serve as the director of the Ames Municipal Band.
So I have a question for you. Do you know how to make a band stand? You take away their chairs. Now, we will not be removing any chairs from the stage tonight, but it is time to get these musicians on their feet and for you to give them some thunderous applause. Please welcome the members of your Ames Municipal Band. Keep those applause going, because here comes our fearless leader, the director of the Ames Municipal Band, Dr. Michael Galimo. Our vocal soloist tonight, let's say hello to her for the first time. She'll be joining the band for our national anthem. Please welcome Jennifer Rogers.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight?
is Ames City Council night here in the park, and to talk a little bit more about that and City of Ames involvement in these concerts, that involvement we appreciate so much, please welcome to the stage the Mayor of Ames, John Hala, and Councilman Tim Garten.
Well, good evening. I think the night's a little better than last week. Would you all agree? Well, this evening, as John mentioned, I'm joined by Councilmember Tim Garten. We have council members that are all over the place. We have several council members tonight that are actually representing Ames in Colorado at an international town and gown event, as well as other things. I just want to recognize them. We have Amber Corrieri, we have Anita Rollins, Gloria Betcher, Rachel Junk, and Bronwyn Beatty Hansen, all phenomenal contributors to our city council. And then we also have a great Iowa State University ex officio, Tabitha Etten, who just joined us here a few weeks ago. So these band concerts have long served as, thank you, yeah. Yeah, they are good, yeah. Maybe that's for Tabitha, I don't know. All of them, all right, thank you. These concerts have a long history in Ames, and for decades, the Durham band shell has served as a backdrop for these evening music. 2 years ago, we celebrated these wonderful new linear LED lights with color-changing capabilities. I think you all would agree it adds a lot to the band shell, and I just love driving by at night and seeing the different colors. I hope tonight that you had the opportunity to stop by and talk to our city assessor. Wave, Sherry. She's back there. And Sherry joined us about a year ago, and she's here to answer any questions you have, and she's really committed to transparency. So if you have any questions about the homestead tax credit, military exemption, or the new homestead tax credit for seniors, she's there to answer questions, and if she happens to be gone when you get over there, she welcomes you to stop by and see her in her office. Those forms are going to be due for the tax exemption and credits on July 1. So every year I look forward to the council night at the band shell and meeting new people and talking to residents, handing out water and treats. And it's great to see so many here tonight. And I just want a round of applause for our wonderful director, Dr. Galimo. I don't think he gets enough recognition, but thank you, Dr. Galimo. He's very modest, but between this, what he does at Iowa State, the marching band, as well as tuba. Oh, what? All right, so anyway, I'll let him take care of that, but anyway. And thank you all the band members, too. What a great cultural event. Just adds to the joy of living here in Ames. So with that, I'm going to turn it back over to Dr. Galimo, and thank you all for coming. Have a great evening.
Thank you, Mayor Hala.
Our next selection is a medley from the Beatles called Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band Medley. And our concerts, we try to do some light classics, we try to do some Hollywood, Broadway type selections, and pop music as well. And so this kind of fits that bill. And the process we have for selecting music is throughout the year I kind of target some selections that I think would work well for the concert. And then on Sunday nights I send out a roster to all of the performers, a program so they know what's being performed. And but Sunday is kind of where we put everything together and send it out, press releases, that type of thing. And but Sunday is kind of the day I sit down and really kind of, okay, let's put these things together from a long list of what we have. So in addition to the duties of conducting the band, other duties that I have are selecting the music, putting the programs together, and making sure we have enough players for every performance. So enjoy this medley from the Beatles.
Well, it was the 8th studio album released by the Beatles, and we just passed an anniversary of it. It was released May 26, 1967. Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, the game-changing album by the lads from Liverpool. Heralded as the first successful concept album, it combined elements of production, art design, marketing, and of course, the music that it became so very well known for as a showcase of psychedelica, music of the day. And the timing right at the start of the Summer of Love didn't hurt anything either. In this Warren Barker arrangement, we bring you the theme from Sgt. Pepper. That includes also, with a little help from my friends, The Long and Winding Road, and When I'm 64. Sgt. Pepper taught the band to play, and the band is ready to play for you now as we salute the forever iconic Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Is this a fantastic evening or what? I mean, everybody's talking about the weather. It doesn't get any better than this for a band concert, does it? How about that? And once again, thanks to all of you. What a great crowd we have here for what became our opening night. Give yourselves a big round of applause while you're at it. Thank you for your support. Now, Rossano Galante is the young composer of music for concert band from whom we have showcased many selections the last few band seasons here. Tonight we will revisit one of his grandiose works that salutes the tallest mountain in the world, Mount Everest. Robust brass melodies, sweeping woodwind passages, and majestic sounds fitting of the famous landform it is named for. Rossano Galante's Mount Everest.
One of the features that we have every week is a vocal soloist, and this season we have 9 concerts and we have 9 different vocal soloists scheduled to sing. On this concert we have Jennifer Rogers singing by Mir Bis Duchesne, a wonderful jazzy piece, and we tried to vary up the vocalists a little bit in the selections, and a lot of that is Hollywood, a lot of that is Gershwin, a lot of that is pop. This is kind of a jazzy selection, and as many residents of Ames know, that for many years, in fact for I believe 23 years, we had Simon Estes singing with us, and unfortunately he is no longer singing, but those were all 23 very, very special years to have somebody of the magnitude of Simon Estes perform with us. That's a very special part of our history and tradition. So enjoy this performance of By Mir Bis Duchesne by Jennifer Rogers and the Ames Municipal Band.
Of all the boys I've known, and I've known some, until I first met you I was lonesome. And when you came in sight, dear, my heart grew light, and this old world seemed new to me. You're really swell, I have to admit you deserve expressions that really fit you. And so I've racked my brain, hoping to explain all the things that you do for me. By mir bist du schön, please let me explain. By mir bist du schön means that you're grand. By mir bist du schön, again I'll explain. It means that my heart's at your command. I could say Bella, Bella, even say wunderbar. Each language only helps me tell you how grand you are. I've tried to explain. By mir bist du schön, so kiss me and say you'll understand. Say Bella, Bella, even say wunderbar. Each language only helps me tell you how grand you are. I've tried to explain. By mir bist du schön, so kiss me and say you'll understand.
Our guest vocal soloist, Dr. Jennifer Rogers.
One of the unique benefits for the Ames Municipal Band is also as serving as director of bands at Iowa State University, we're able to share some libraries of music, and that's something that is kind of a win-win for both organizations. And this next selection, Mambo Pero Loco, is by a woman composer, Julie Giroux, who I think is one of the top woman composers. I didn't put this piece on the program because she's a woman composer. I put it on the program just because it's terrific music. She is one of my favorites. We had her at Iowa State in residence about 4 years ago, just prior to COVID and the pandemic, and we did a whole concert of her music. And she is such a special composer that there's very few composers where you could play a lot of their music without having it sound all the same. But she is somebody who has, I think, over 180 film credits. And she knows how to write in different styles and different colors, and she is terrific. If you've ever watched the Oscars ceremony, the Academy Awards, and when somebody runs on stage to receive an Oscar and you hear the orchestra play a little snippet from the movie, she has arranged all of those for about 25 years. And actually she has some Emmy Awards for writing for the Oscars, which is pretty unique. But again, we had Julie on our campus a few years ago. Love her style of writing. And this was a fun piece that she wrote that we performed called Mambo Pero Loco.
Well, once again this year, you can catch the Ames Municipal Band concerts on News Talk 1430 KASI Radio. You can listen to a recording of this concert on KASI Sunday morning at 9 a.m. Our thanks to KASI and the sponsors there who make these broadcasts possible. And Ames TV Channel 12 is on hand here tonight. You've, I'm sure, noticed the cameras. We are very happy to have them here, recording this all on video this evening. Check the City of Ames website and the Ames TV 12 website to find out when you can view this concert here this evening. Somebody backstage got a text message from somebody who lives way up north, like on 12th Street. They said the concert sounds great from my yard. We've got a little juice, a little power going here with this sound system. We forgot to tell you it's the Binford X9000. More power, more power. Julie Giroux is a highly acclaimed composer of wind band, orchestral, chamber, and film music. It's been performed by the ISU Wind Ensemble, Central Iowa Wind Ensemble, also in recent times. As part of her vast repertoire, she's not afraid to have some fun with some light-hearted compositions. So we are set to bring you one of those here tonight. It's called Mambo Pero Loco. And if you know your Spanish, you know that means the crazy dog mambo. It's a collage of Spanish dance forms. And as Julie says in her liner notes for this one, only a crazy dog could dance to this and get away with it. We would like to raise the woof with this one. If only the bandshell had a woof. And with a shout out to all of our canine friends, whether they be here in the park tonight, right now, or wherever they may be, this is dedicated to them. Mambo Pero Loco. Well, if the dog puns a few minutes ago weren't enough for you, get ready for another play on words right now. And you can't even blame this one on me. You can thank the composer for this one. Title of our next one is Themes Like Old Times. This Warren Barker number rounds up a group of feel-good tunes from yesteryear, including Alexander's Ragtime Band, Peg of My Heart, I Want a Girl, Just Like the Girl, parentheses, who married dear old dad, that married dear old dad, there we go, By the Light of the Silvery Moon, and the 12th Street Rag. This is Themes Like Old Times. Well, 1 year ago, we never thought we would still be here now talking about the war in Ukraine, but we are. And so as we head into the second year of this conflict now, well into that second year, and encouraged by the reception we received from all of you last year, we will continue to honor the spirit of the people of Ukraine and their struggle for survival of their nation with hymn or prayer for Ukraine. We will bring it to you once again every week this season here in Banshell Park. And we ask those of you who are so inclined and are able to please stand and join us in a continuing show of solidarity, or raise an arm or a hat and join us in this salute to national pride with prayer for Ukraine.
One of the traditions that we have is that we always conclude our performances with a march by John Philip Sousa, America's March King. And not always his most recognizable marches like the Thunder or Stars and Stripes. The performance that you're going to see is a wonderful march that he wrote, The Fairest of the Fair. John Philip Sousa wrote about 130 marches, and almost all of them are very good. There's a few clinkers in there, but most of them are really outstanding. And we like to mix them up as much as possible. A tradition that we have with the band, in addition to doing a march at the end, is that we have kind of a light show. Every 16 counts, they change the lights. And at Banshell Park about 2 years ago, they installed a brand new LED light system, which is really outstanding. It is really superb. The times our concerts conclude is just about when it's getting dark, so the timing is just perfect. So every time we end with a Sousa march, there's always a little bit of a light show to kind of help conclude the performance. So enjoy this march by John Philip Sousa, The Fairest of the Fair.
under the direction of Dr. Michael Galimo, this is your Ames Municipal Band.
In addition to our Thursday night performances, the Ames Municipal Band also performs for the Memorial Day ceremony that they have out at the Ames Municipal Cemetery. We also participate in the 4th of July parade in Ames, and we perform in the Iowa Municipal Band Festival, which is always held the second Saturday in July over in Boone. And in addition to the Boone Band, we are the only band that's performed every year for that event. So we have other things that we do in addition to our Thursday night performances. So I hope that you've enjoyed this behind the scenes segment, helping you enjoy and learn maybe a little bit more about the Ames Municipal Band, and hope that you will come out on a Thursday night. Again, we perform every Thursday night at 8 o'clock in June and July at Bandshell Park in Ames. Come on out and enjoy the band.